Now, the Foreign Affairs Ministry says there are currently no reports of Singaporeans injured, and Singapore stands ready to assist in search and relief efforts. MFA adds it is closely monitoring the situation. It is also urging Singaporeans in Myanmar and Thailand to register themselves online. Meanwhile, Singaporeans in Bangkok tell CNA the experience was shocking and chaotic as they felt the tremors and rushed out of buildings. Sherlyn Seah has more.
These three friends had just landed in Bangkok on Friday morning for what they thought would be a relaxing getaway. They were having lunch in popular mall Central World when disaster struck.
We heard a crackling sound above us and we really thought the roof is going to collapse. We didn't know it was an earthquake. We thought that something happened to the building.
Yeah, we thought it was the building itself.
Just grabbed our bags and we started running. And throughout the malls, we see people running in all directions. But there were people guiding us to the fire exit stairs. And so we just followed and get out of the building to a holding area outside.
Everyone was just running out of buildings. So then it struck us that it might be an earthquake and it's affecting not just our building, but the whole area as well. Yeah, so it was quite chaotic. Some people were shocked, some were in tears.
They were not alone, with dozens of other Singaporean travellers sharing similar experiences online. And for many, the chaos continued even after the first tremors, as more people gathered on the streets and train services were suspended.
While we were chilling at the park, then suddenly we have this huge throng of people running towards us, but not sure what happened. So it's maybe an aftershock. There's no way we were getting news. The network was quite bad. Then after a while we saw maybe about 2 hours later, we saw people leaving. I think the BTS still not open. So people are mostly walking on the streets and the traffic is pretty bad.
Those in hotels or apartments also experienced panic and damage as buildings shook and items broke. This Singaporean permanent resident living with her family in a 10-story apartment in Bangkok described the experience as unreal.
It was just panic also because even within the house, we're all spread out. My dad's taking his meetings in another room. My grandma, she's 82 years old. If we have to take her down 10 flights of floors, there's no way she can do that. And then my mom and I were next to each other, so that was nice. We literally just held on, just held hands and just sat there and just at some point started praying, honestly, because what else do you do when that happens?
Thankfully, the apartment complex was soon cleared to be safe, even while a neighbouring building saw cracks in its structure. The Singapore Embassy in Bangkok has advised Singaporeans in Thailand to remain alert to their surrounding environment, as damaged buildings may pose safety hazards. They should also be vigilant and monitor news for updates. It adds that Singaporeans should also register with the Foreign Affairs Ministry.
Of course, we'll be following that story. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Lawrence Wong says Singapore is closely tracking developments in Myanmar and Thailand following the quake. He adds his heartfelt thoughts are with everyone affected by the disaster and also urges Singaporeans in the region to be safe and follow local advisories.